It very well may be the era of Sierra kicking off here tonight in Razor Pro Wrestling. My name is Walker Stewart. We are back with more action right here at RPW Rhythm of the Fight. Sierra gets a long-awaited dream match against one of Australia's best, a top female contender in the independent wrestling scene. Sierra takes on Charli Evans one-on-one in our semi-main event of the evening. For the longest time in the sport of professional wrestling, Chevs herself, Charli Evans, has been on an island all of her own. And I mean that literally. An Australian native is Charli Evans. It is a very difficult wrestling scene down in the land of Australia to break out of. And Charli Evans has done that and more. Made a massive name for herself now on the American independent wrestling scene all across the West, all across the East. Everywhere you go, the people are saying Charli Evans is one of the best to do it today. And Charli Evans now goes one-on-one with a woman who is high on her own rise, a Wisconsin native, Sierra, one-on-one in our semi-main event. Bell sounds were officially underway. Charli Evans versus Sierra, one-on-one in in-ring competition. Straight out of New South Wales, Australia, is Charli Evans, a woman who has done a lot of deep training with some of the best to do it down in, well, the land down under. Men like Adam Hoffman and Jack Bonzo, women like Madison Eagles, and even current New Japan Pro Wrestling star Robbie Eagles have all had a hand in the training of Charli Evans. And over the past decade plus, Charli Evans has truly shaped up to become one of the best in the world today. And meanwhile, we can talk about women like Sierra. And Sierra, a lot of people may not know Sierra quite the way that they know Charli Evans, but she is certainly going to make a name for herself here tonight, by hook or by crook. Sierra is certainly one of the top rising stars of the independent wrestling scene. And in fact, this is not the first time that Sierra and Charli Evans have ever crossed paths. Takes you back to an AAW event in Chicago, Illinois, where Sierra and Charli Evans competed in multi-woman tag team, or multi-woman action rather. All for one and one for all right here, though, in singles competition. And right now, it is Sierra and Charli Evans that are going to represent in our semi-main event of the evening. There's a cover of one and a kick out at one.
Yeah.
Sierra saying, I am just that close to putting you down, Charli.
Let's go, Sierra.
I know a lot of big wrestling action to come the week of for Sierra. We'll be competing in the first ever HOH Women's Championship Tournament over in Lafayette, Indiana. I call a lot of action over in House of Heat Pro Wrestling. And I know that the world is very excited to see Sierra represent in the women's title tournament. Not to mention a big singles matchup against Mickie James, one-on-one at MAW over in Minnesota. Special guest referee Mick Foley will be in the building on that night. So a lot of pressure and a lot of things for Sierra to try and build to here. As a big shoulder tackle there for Sierra. And now, the extension of the hand. I think Charli Evans, well, she better think twice about shaking the hand of Sierra here. Oh, and maybe it's Sierra who should think twice about extending the hand. Big side headlock here for Charli Evans now. And off the ropes one time there. One of the lariat, do-si-do, right back around. Charli Evans, big shoulder tackle again. There is no stopping Chevs as soon as she gets a rolling. I know a very active WrestleMania weekend planned for Charli Evans coming up in Las Vegas, Nevada. We'll be taking on Billy Starks in singles competition. Current WWE ID Women's Champion Lainey Luck at St. Louis Anarchy coming up at the Swan Dive. Women like Brooke Havoc, Viperous, Rina Yamashita, Alley Catch, Kid Bandit, Steph DeLander. All of those individuals awaiting Charli Evans coming up in Las Vegas. And you have to imagine Charli Evans views Sierra as just a stepping stone to the biggest week of her pro wrestling career. Big senton there. Sierra is no stepping stone, and it's going to look to prove that against Charli Evans tonight. Real who's who of professional wrestling coming up. Dream matches on the way for Charli Evans this WrestleMania weekend, but I think it's not about what comes this week, but what's going to come next week in in-ring competition. Charli Evans takes on a man that she has wanted to face off against for quite some time. AEW star Eddie Kingston will go one-on-one with Charli Evans. Every match over the next 2 weeks is going to be training. It is going to be hardening Charli Evans for the biggest fight of her life. But I think Sierra is putting up quite the fight right here. Cover now for Charli Evans, and a 2 count only on Sierra tonight.
Come on, man.
And take a look at this. Charli Evans just putting the boot right into the jaw of Sierra here. And Charli is certainly one who knows her way around the strike game.
She has legs.
Well, nobody's going to argue with Charli Evans on that one, but nevertheless, we're back into the stand-up here, and now Evans, big chop right there in combination with the lariat. I've not seen anything like that in a long, long time. Here's a cover now for Evans, and a 1 count right there for Sierra. Sierra is a hell of a fighter. Sierra is a warrior, Wisconsin born and bred. A woman who is certainly looking to put on for her state, put on for her ability here. Sierra has to show the world that she can manage to match up to the level of a woman like Charli Evans. And Charli, one of the smartest women in the game, but right now Sierra got the double leg right taken down. Big cross body for the cover. And a splashdown for 2 only for Sierra on Evans. And a big back elbow to boot for Charli Evans. That is all it is going to be right there and only. Now, there are a lot of different ways Charli Evans could have taken that one. She could have gone for the cover. She said, no, I'm going to go for the ground and pound. And I think you're starting to see Charli Evans get a little bit frustrated, a little bit worried about her ability to walk away with the win here. And she's going to walk around cockily, confidently. Charli Evans is just in a big, big phase of control right now. Evans now. Cutthroat. Oh, one of the lariat. Sierra, cutter. Cutter from Sierra. That was a big cutter counter from Sierra here and now. You can feel the urgency in the building. Sierra crushing down on Chevs here tonight. Off the ropes. Oh, full body attack from Sierra on Charli Evans. And Sierra, the Samato knees in the corner. Cover now for Sierra on Evans, and it's 2. A massive, massive streak of control so far for Sierra. And Charli Evans might have got a tooth knocked loose right there from that knee strike. I mean, Sierra really trying to put all the pieces back together here. There's a big chop right there for Sierra on Evans. The winner of this one launches their name into superstardom here to prove that they are cut from a different cloth in Razor Pro Wrestling. Sierra has that backpack, wants the stunner instead. Evans right on the shoulder here of Sierra. That sleeper hold locked in for Charli Evans on Sierra here. Charli Evans in full control now. But Sierra trying to power out of it. Evans is doing her damnedest to fight it. Now here we go. No, pass by the knee strike. Evans, that back fist rocking Sierra. Evans off the ropes. And a shoot drop kick right there. I love it. Sierra just throwing full firepower behind that drop kick right there. What is it going to take to walk away with a victory here? Charli Evans and Sierra back to their respective corners, back at odds. Only one woman is going to call themselves the best. Oh, and Evans got the knee strike, power drive right through Sierra. And Sierra may be dead to rights right here. Charli Evans ready to take her to the land down under, the cover. Suplex for two, suplex for two. Sierra trying to find some reprieve over in these ropes right now, but there is not much safety whenever Charli Evans is still your opponent inside that ring. Oh no! Oh no! What is Sierra thinking here? I think it's do or die right now for Sierra. Oh, a super kick from Charli Evans. Chevs is throwing caution to the wind here. The violent artist. No. Sierra has her on the shoulders now. Charli Evans in a bad way. Oh! Sierra back inside the ring now. Looking for the kill shot. If she can find it, it's over. Backpack stunner. Sierra, no! These fans in attendance love Sierra. They love Charli Evans, but they're going to love it even more when one of these women's hand is raised in victory. Oh, Sierra just trying to muscle Charli Evans around here. Sierra's got a great power game, but the grapple, only for two now. Oh, and a thrust kick from Charli. Off the ropes. A knee strike across the skull all over again. Turned about sideways now. Charli Evans, burning lariat. It's over. This one's done. The violent artist, the human weapon, Charli Chevs Evans, has called herself the winner for the first time ever in Razor Pro Wrestling. What a victory here, fans. An incredible battle between Charli Evans and Sierra. And respect given when it is earned. Sierra may not have won the war, but she certainly lasted through the battle. An incredible fight for both of these women. Coming up next, wrestling fans, our main event of the evening, four-way action right here at RPW, Rhythm of the Fight.